A blessed day to you all. My name is Peter Lina from Sydney, Australia. Welcome to Pathways of Hope. In the readings of the past few days, the phrase, woe to you, has been repeated several times. As we know, when things are said repeatedly, it's meant to reiterate its importance. In these teachings, Jesus has been cautioning his followers back then and us today against what he calls out categorically in today's gospel as hypocrisy. He says in Luke 12, verses 1 to 3, be aware of the leaven, that is, the hypocrisy of the Pharisees. There is nothing concealed that will not be revealed, nor secret that will not be known. Therefore, whatever you have said in the darkness will be heard in the light, and what you have whispered behind closed doors will be proclaimed on the housetops. Note the reference to leaven, which is a small portion of fermented dough used to ferment other dough and often symbolizing a corruptive influence. As such, hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is such a strong word and is commonly defined as a situation in which someone pretends to believe something that they do not really believe, or that is the opposite of what they do or say. I believe that for a good number of us, the challenge is not so much that we consciously pretend to believe something that we do not believe in. Rather, it's more about translating what we believe in into desired actions. Again, not that we consciously pretend to believe something that we do not believe in. Rather, it's more about doing what we say or believe in. A recent conversation with my adult son has been one of the most difficult ones I've had in a long while. He had expressed his frustration about past events and situations, and wherein he felt that I was being hypocritical. To put it bluntly, that I wasn't doing what I was asking them to do or expecting of them. Those words had cut deep, especially for a parent who hopes and prays that each of our children comes to know in a personal way the great love of our Heavenly Father and sees beyond the imperfections of their earthly father. I could have walked away from that conversation saying that he's completely misguided and that he has failed to see the intent of what we, his parents, have been trying to do all these years. The painful reality is, intent isn't good enough. My behavior as a parent and as a Christian need to consistently mirror what Jesus teaches in scriptures. I need to get better at doing what I say or believe in. I was also reminded that to counter hypocrisy isn't to stop believing and teaching, rather to quickly acknowledge my own weaknesses and failings, then work doubly harder at being a true witness of Christ to my family and others. The other phrase that's been repeated in today's gospel are the words, do not be afraid. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 small coins? Yet not one of them had escaped the notice of God. Even the hairs of your head have all been counted. Do not be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. It's not easy being a Christian. It's even harder being a Christian parent. We will always run the risk of being hypocritical. Jesus, however, assures us today, be not afraid. By God's grace and mercy, the seeds that we plant will bear fruit. May the words that we preach not only call others on, but call us on to practice what we preach. May all have a blessed day.